What is up, everyone? It's JoJo, and today we're doing something different. Today we're interviewing an equity actor. Basically, we're talking to my friend Ben today. He is a performer in Disney World, and he does this amazing show called the Frozen Sing-Along. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to leave some funny clips of him right now.
The boat's gone. I don't know. What?
They died? Dead parents? What is this, Bambi?
For the Lion King? Finding Nemo, or Cinderella, or Tarzan, or The Good Dinosaur, or Big Hero 6, or Lilo and Stitch, or Moana, or Toy Story, or Aladdin, or The Little Mermaid, or Pocahontas, or Princess and the Frog, or Mulan, or Up, or The New Mary Poppins, or Coco.
You realize you're applauding death, right?
Now, basically, Ben is a performer in Disney. As an aspiring performer like myself, I thought of a really cool idea to talk to him, get to know him, interview him, ask him how he got to where he was. Because he's very successful, very humble, very nice, and I'm super excited to get to meet him and get to know more about him today. Now, before we start this video, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, really hit this button, really share this. This is something I've never done before. I've never conducted a formal interview like this. And if this goes well, I'll definitely do more. Now, let's go meet up with the equity actor, Ben.
Hey Ben, you ready for this?
Ready? I was born ready.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh man. A little paper here.
That's right. Remember when I said you were professional?
Totally professional.
Oh, it was like wrinkled,
Wrinkled.
snot on it.
Yeah, I blew my nose with it. It's good. It's a good time. It's a good time.
That's right, baby.
We're here. I'm with Ben, or some of you know as Equity Ben.
Nobody knows me as Ben. Everybody knows me as Equity Ben.
All right, we're here with Equity Ben. He is a very accomplished actor, comedian.
You have to use hand quotes, but sure. Actor? Comedian?
Something.
I use that to pay my bills. Let's just put it that way.
There you go. Ben works at Hollywood Studios in the Frozen Sing-Along show.
I do.
And you seem to love it, right?
Oh, it's a dream job, man.
Oh, man.
I don't just say that, like, it's awesome.
I bet.
A job that uses all of my talents in one entity is almost unheard of in the business, and I've been able to do it for almost 5 years, so.
Wow. That's true, actually, because you do acting and comedy.
A little bit of singing, some
Little bit of
dancing.
singing, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I just wanted to say thank you, Ben.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
I gave you the dad mug.
I am now dad for today. And obviously we had to get a Frozen mug in here. And
We are drinking iced coffee.
Oh my gosh, yes. Iced coffee that you made.
Well, my husband made, but sure.
Oh, there you go.
I just stirred it.
That's what you saw earlier, him stirring it. Vegan soy milk.
Yeah.
And then
It's protein milk, so it's almond, cashew, and pea protein.
Wow. And it's good. Like, it's sweet, and I like sweet stuff, so.
That's why we're here, baby.
It's not tea. We're not spilling any tea today.
No,
bro.
that's not gonna happen.
We're
No,
sipping-
that's happening off camera, and we're not allowed to talk about that on
We
camera.
can't. We did spill some nice tea then. It was fun. Now we're sipping coffee. We're more elegant. Also, I should hold it the right way.
There's no right way to hold it. I guess unless you do it upside down.
Oh,
And I just mopped the floor, so don't do that. Not even for comedic effect. I'd be very angry.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier how you have like a lot of talents used being once like all together in the show. I actually had someone from Instagram ask me, where'd you get your dance talents from?
I was a dance minor.
What?
Yes. So my college required you to take so many dance classes a semester as a musical theater major. And there was one class extra you had to take, one class to become a dance minor. And it cost no money aside from the tuition that I was already paying for. And so I took that class, and I am technically a dance minor.
Whoa, I didn't know that. I could have been a dance minor.
It's true. It came in a lot of handy throughout my entire career.
Oh.
In fact, my first Broadway callback, believe it or not, was a dance callback. I got a phone call on the street, and I started crying, and I called my mom, and I said, on a payphone, I said, Mom, this is it.
Wow.
And I remember showing up to the callback, and they had required us to wear dance shoes. And I turned to my friend who was also called back, and he was like, it's a dance callback.
You made it, but you didn't make it.
Yeah, no, I got cut.
No.
Yeah, I didn't get kept, so.
Yeah.
But I did it, and I didn't embarrass myself, and I think because of my training, that's why that all happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we were talking off camera, but when I say off camera, I mean literally my camera cut off. But I thought this was a really cool moment. You danced with people on Broadway.
Yes, kind of. I danced with Broadway actors. So long story short, the Broadway choreographer for the musical, Mary Poppins, came down to Disney and brought a bunch of equity actors, not dancers, but equity actors with specific looks to them. Larger, older, maybe not necessarily prince or princess looking type actors into a room, and we all auditioned to be in the musical number Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and we all did it together in the room with the choreographer, the actual choreographer, and they filmed it and they sent it to a casting team in Manhattan, and they hand chose a bunch of us to actually film on Main Street. It was cool.
Dang. I heard, that's the second time I heard that, and it's still as dope. Like,
It was cool. I mean, Ashley Brown was there. She was the original Mary Poppins. Gavin Lee was there. Also, two of the kids were there from, the Jane and Michael. They were there too. They're probably like old now, but they were kids. I remember too. I'm gonna get fired for saying this, but we took our breaks inside the confectionery, and I would just steal the kids' jelly beans.
oh,
Because you know how they have the,
Yeah.
I just took them and gave them to the kids.
man.
Nobody seemed to mind.
I mean, hey, you're just making magical moments.
Yeah, they were cool kids. And I had seen that kid on Broadway in a few things.
You're like, here, take some.
Yeah, he was cool. It's weird when the kids that you're filming with have a better resume than you do.
That could definitely be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you see all the kids today, all the social media ones, so like I feel you on that.
Like, think about like the Stranger Things kid. Like, they have huge, giant resumes.
Yeah.
They're loaded. And they're also very talented.
So it stopped recording because it's like your battery's at 50%. So I
You
think
want to
that's
plug it in?
Oh no, it's fine. We're chill. Yeah, we're good. We don't need no charger around here.
We don't. I am the charger.
Whoa.
Oh, you want to know something cool?
Let's hear it.
The house that we're sitting in right now
Yeah.
is completely powered by the sun.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
How?
Solar.
Dang.
That's usually how sun power works.
True. Sun power, solar power. Yeah. You know who wouldn't like that?
Who?
Olaf.
Okay, good point. It keeps him cool though. It would keep him cool.
True. If
in
you
the
came
house.
inside,
Yeah.
he'd be word.
Yeah.
But
Outside, not so much.
dang, I got you with that one. Did you
You made it
actually?
up. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
What does yeet mean?
I don't know.
No, tell me, because I don't know.
I think yeet means like, there's a ton of expressions these days with the younger crowd. They're not even that young. I mean, I'm
so like
22.
younger entertainers enjoy Terminator?
Younger entertainers enjoy Terminator. Yes.
You know, Terminator is one of my favorite movies.
I would be back.
Specifically, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I love that movie.
Why?
I love time travel. I'm obsessed with time
Ooh,
travel.
okay.
And Back to the Future is literally my favorite movie. Specifically the second one. For some reason, I don't like the original movies. But the original is great too. In fact, they're doing, this interview is going to suck because I go on tangents.
I'm excited.
Back to the Future is being turned into a musical in London, and I'm going to go see it.
You heard it here first. I'm going to see it.
You didn't hear it here first.
I heard it here first.
You did. It's all over the internet.
They're making it into a musical?
Yes.
It's kind of lit.
One of the songs is 1.21 gigawatts.
Okay. No, I don't think that's true. But do you not know the movie?
No, I mean I do, but I was just trying to think about how that'd go.
I don't know.
1.21 gigawatts Marty, or 1.21 gigawatts Marty.
Yeah, that's what it would be, I guess.
And then means in the back like that.
Would you be the dog? Are you Einstein?
I was trying to get shocked, you know. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So one thing you said about before is that you were like time travel.
Yes.
So someone from my Instagram actually asked this question. If there's one thing you could tell your younger self,
Yes.
what would it be?
Okay, so life is great.
True.
If you want something, just do it.
Facts.
Truly.
Truly.
Don't wait for things to be handed to you. Don't be concerned about nerve or fear. Just do it. And that boy that you love and doesn't love you back gets fat and you get skinny.
That's amazing.
And I love the guy. In fact, my husband likes to joke that for literally the first 10 years of our marriage, that boy's name was the password to all of my accounts. Just because I've always had its name.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not
We've
anymore.
changed-
Yeah, you moved on.
I've been breached. That's what happened.
Hey.
I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. I'm a technological idiot.
I mean, like especially where you were coming through in your life, like I feel like everything, like technology, yeah, like
Yeah.
I can't. There we go.
Yeah. Fast.
Fast. So I don't blame you.
It's the circle of life.
And then what did they say? I don't know.
Everybody always says pink pajamas, penguins in pajamas.
Ooh, pink pajamas, penguins in pajamas.
Yeah.
Ooh, pink pajamas, penguins. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Pink pajamas, penguins in pajamas. Wow, wow.
Why do you get so angry when you sing?
I get angry.
Yeah, when you get louder, you get real angry.
Pink pajamas, penguins in pajamas.
Pink pajamas.
No, you just change the octave.
I've never sang before.
I know. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I
would
wish.
not. You wish?
I wish. If we're going back to something.
Did you go? Did you end up going to that audition?
The Christoph one? Yeah.
How'd it go?
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said earlier, if you want something done, I am a firm believer in this. Go for it. You know, if you guys have always been watching me or keeping up with me, and if you aren't, I'm an aspiring character performer myself, or just in general wanting to get into entertainment. And this guy actually told me to just go for the audition. And you know, if you see me, I don't think I'm a good-looking Christoph. I don't really resemble Christoph as much. But it's the fact that I still went, and that's an accomplishment in itself. It went fine. Like I had fun. Like I had never read lines before, so I was like reading lines. I'm saying like this is fun. Like I was actually looking for my friend's spec. Well, my best friend's spec. You know, like
He's way better than so many of my friends.
sometimes reindeers can be better than humans.
Better than people. Have you seen the film? This might have been the issue at the audition. Hi, my name is Christoph, and I like warm hugs. Hello. No. No. Next! Can you sing for us?
Reindeers are better than people.
Can you send in the next guy, please?
Oh, thanks for coming today. Come back another day. Thank you. Next. Good song, by the way. Do you like Ariana Grande?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to be mean. It's not that I don't like her. I just don't listen to music.
Ooh, interesting. Let's look into this. Why don't you like music?
It's not that I don't like music. When I have my kid in the car, I listen to Kids Bop. And when I'm alone in the car, I listen to Hawaiian music. This reminds me of my honeymoon, and it kind of chills me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense, especially because, like, you must be pretty busy, you know, with a husband and a kid and your job, and like it can be very like, so like having a time to just relax when you're by yourself with Hawaiian music, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that your honeymoon was in Hawaii.
It was actually in Jersey.
Ah, my hometown.
Of course it was in Hawaii. We did the 10-day Disney cruise out of Vancouver. So we got to Vancouver. We went and did the #1 rated poutine. Sorry, it took me a second to think of the word. and that was amazing. I literally booked the hotel room because it was within walking distance of the poutine restaurant.
Wow.
Huge foodie. We'll
Wow.
literally travel just for food.
Wow. I just got really hungry. That was, and poutine, that's like the French fries, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
French fries, gravy,
Yeah, my mom.
cheese curd,
My mom is from Montreal,
Yes.
Canada, so she knows all about that.
and she's white.
And she's white,
Yeah.
not black. My dad is black.
But you said
Interracial
my family's multicultural. My dad's from New York, and my mom's from Canada. I'm like, okay,
couples. Your location describes your race these days.
that's
apparently.
not really multicultural. But I mean, like, what does your mom speak French?
I mean, she does.
Yeah, most people from Montreal do.
Yeah, I hope so. She's.
Je parle français, mais seulement un peu.
Oh, un, deux, trois.
Oh, you just did 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Come see, come ça.
A little bit.
Yeah, not at all. But I mean, yeah. When my mom when I used to go to Montreal with my mom, she used to have these long conversations with her family, and I never understand what they're saying. And then all I hear is Jonathan, Jonathan, and I'm just
Which
like,
would be your name?
yes, Jonathan. That's you guys didn't know. I mean, I don't even you know, but my full name is Jonathan.
Yeah, no, I figured it out
Oh yeah.
when you told me your name in French.
Oh,
Just
sure.
now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, most
I've been
people
calling you JoJo like an idiot.
No, I mean JoJo.
But that's
is
what I'm
my-
saying. Okay, so here's what's crazy about social media. People only know you as the entity you put out on social media.
Facts.
So when I decided to branch out from Disney and start doing my own thing, I didn't want to be known as Ben Ptashinsky, which is my stage name. I just wanted to be known as Equity Ben because that's what people know me as. Why wouldn't I use that?
Yeah.
People don't call me Ben.
Yeah.
People call me Equity Ben.
That's wild.
In fact, yesterday I went to Magic Kingdom when we had lunch at the Contemporary. FYI, if you have lunch at the Contemporary, you can walk over to Magic Kingdom when you're done.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Facts. So I'm walking across the street and the counter was counting down before you had to stop. And I ran, and as I was running, like buttons on my shirt came undone, and I was holding my daughter, a diaper bag, and an umbrella.
Amazing.
And my shirt was being held together by 3 buttons, and I saw somebody, and they're like, Equity Ben! And my tits were hanging out.
Whoa! I wish I had that on
And
camera.
they're like, we love you in the show. And they're like, do you need any help? I'm like, yes, I need
Aw.
so I'm like falling apart.
Yeah. So did they help you out at the end?
No, they just walked away. He did, for real.
Guys, help them out. Whoever that was, next time help them out.
Please.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really interesting that you bring that up because yeah, whatever you put out there is what people perceive you as, and like you are Equity Ben, and I am JoJo. I mean, I've always been JoJo, but like still, like it's different now. You know?
I mean, I came up with the name Equity Ben. Nobody has ever called me that. I just wanted to kind of facilitate who I am and what I do for a living, and I just added it together.
Perfect.
Yeah, but a lot of people think that I'm like in real estate because of equity.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Well-
It's my union.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say and ask that question. For anyone who doesn't know what equity means, and anyone who doesn't even know what an equity actor is, would you like to tell them what equity means?
Sure. Actors Equity is the union for stage performers in the United States of America.
Ooh. And that's like a pretty, I don't know if the right word is prestigious or like pretty like, that's like a goal, right? That's like a pretty high like standing place to get to.
Yeah, essentially, if you are a professional actor in the United States and you're doing this for many years, to facilitate financial freedom for your future, you almost have to be in the union. Yeah, because they provide for you pension, health care, they provide for you time off. I mean, these things don't exist in full-time job offerings for actors outside of the union.
Gotcha. That's cool though.
It's cool. It's not funny or interesting, but it is.
No, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, especially for people like myself and people who might be watching who don't know what equity is. Like, it's cool to understand like how you live your life. Like, how can you live? Like, because at the end of the day, like, you
Just
need
like
to
with
survive.
any union, it provides you a working environment that is safe and
Sustainable.
Yes, sustainable, yes. I'm not putting any sort of negative connotation on anybody who's addicted to their screen, because I'm also addicted to my screen, but we are not allowing my daughter access to screens until she's 5 years old.
I like that. It's a pretty good idea. I mean, I think, like, I don't know, we're really into our screens. I'm into my screen. You know, actually, that is so funny, because there was a question about how did you and me meet? And I'm pretty sure you called me out because I was on my phone.
Oh, it is that? Yeah. Listen, there are certain approved Adlibs at our show.
There we go.
And I will scan the crowd like a hawk for any of those things to happen.
That's so cool.
Because I feel like it spices up our show.
It does.
Allows the audience to feel that they are in on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
That's amazing. That's so cool. That's
Look at
such
that.
a
And
cool.
obviously you felt that way because here you are in my house asking me questions for your audience.
Drinking coffee that you brewed.
Coffee, quotation marks.
Coffee. That's cool. That's approved ad-libs that immerse the audience in the show, because I think something that people might forget sometimes, or I don't take for granted, at least when I'm working, is that some people might come to Disney for only like once in their lives. You know, they save up their whole lives to come once, or they only get to come every 5-10 years, and those are the moments that can literally make their whole trip. And I think that's why personally I would want to be an entertainer one day. I mean, I find ways to do it now in my job as a custodian, but I think that's so amazing that you have that impact where you can include that one person, and they will. And I'm pretty sure you don't take that for granted, and I think you know that. But like,
I will say it is difficult performing for almost 25,000 people a week to let that recognized in my head.
Yeah.
But every once in a blue moon, I'll get a message from somebody, and they'll explain their circumstances and what this trip did to them, and then it kind of takes me out of the routine, and I realize, wow, this is an important role. I mean, I'm a comedian for a living. Like, what impact could I possibly have in somebody's life? But you don't know what people are going through, and maybe that one joke, or that one bit, or that one inclusion, maybe that really does take them away from whatever they're dealing with for that moment.
I agree 100%. I think it does, and I think, and I've seen, like, as an audience member in your shows, I've seen the way, even when you're not interacting with a specific person, how you make them so happy. So just to let you know, personally, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, because honestly, like, literally the other day, like, some kids, like, they had no idea. Like, at some point, I mean, if I haven't already, I'm gonna put the link right here. One of your approved ad-libs is, you know, you're like, sing!
What? What?
Sing! Do you want to build a snowman? And these two little kids, these two guys who weren't really into Frozen, were literally just dying. They're freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, this guy is just literally yelling at us to sing. We gotta do it now. Like they will not forget that, you know?
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Because those two boys, I don't remember this moment, but those two boys are walking into a theater to see a show about a movie that they don't care about.
Facts.
And so I've been tasked with a job to make everyone enjoy this.
And you did, in that specific moment. And I think that's a good way to look at it. So I am. I mean,
I knew I was doing a good job when I was getting messaged by straight dads saying, man, you're funny. And I realized, like, these people would never message me before. And now I'm like receiving DMs from dads going, you really helped my family, and thank you, and this, that, and the other thing. And let me point out, the reason I started the fan page on Instagram was because our operations team was being harassed by guests demanding, and they're not allowed to tell the guests if we're in the show or not, demanding my schedule. And so I just started posting when I was there on Instagram because I felt badly for our amazing operations team.
that's so cool. That's like something I wouldn't know. I really agree with you when it comes to just like how you can impact or make someone's moment. Long story to make another long story is, if you don't know, and I think you know, but I'm a custodian, so you know I clean the streets. But I truly feel like a janitor and a custodian are two different entities, because you can like talk to guests and stuff. So I literally saw a couple taking pictures, and literally I always say this, like, because I don't have approved ad-libs, but I do have things that I like to say now, which is weird. I like that. Like, that's such a cool term. I like that. So I've approved Adlibs for custodian. And one of the things I like to say is I see someone taking a selfie, a couple, I'm like, I see a selfie as a cry for help. So, and I literally say that like at least like 20 times. Like
I see a selfie as a cry for attention.
There you go.
That's funny though.
Yeah, so they were just taking pictures on the bridge. So I took their phone and I took pictures for them, and I was like, I made it a whole photo shoot, and I found out they just recently got engaged. And I was like, oh, work it, like yes, let's get. I'm gonna come close for the castle picture now. Okay, I'm gonna come back. And they loved it, and they were laughing the whole time. And in the end, she's like, hey, like you made like my day. And
Forget that.
yeah, and low key, I'm like, well, I hope you didn't get engaged today, because you know, like that should make your day get engaged, not the picture of me. I know I'm charming, but no, seriously, that makes that like.
Would that make you Prince Charmin?
Oh,
Because you're a custodian.
Prince Charmin.
Charmin, the toilet
Oh,
paper.
Prince Charmin. Oh, that's my new like Instagram handle. I'm Prince Charmin, the custodian in Magic Kingdom. Come say hi. People are making
It's a crappy
jokes.
role.
This question actually comes from one of my Instagram followers. They asked your history. So, what did you do, you know, before Frozen?
I've been at Disney for almost 15 years.
Wow.
I
did not know
auditioned
that.
in Manhattan. I was at an audition for the musical Avenue Q, and this was, now think about that, 15 years ago. The musical was fresh off the presses, huge. The line was out the door to audition, and so I was not union at the time, and when I went to audition, I wasn't being seen because I was non-union. So when they went to lunch, I just left because otherwise you'd just be sitting there. And as I left, I saw this room filled with people, and I just walked in, and they were auditioning for Disney, and I ended up like, just because of how I walked in, I ended up being like 10th in line.
Wow.
So I got seen right away.
Wow.
The casting director fell in love with me, called me back. I came back to the city. I sang for him. I read for him, and I got a call next week, and they gave me a credit card with like $2,000 on it to move myself down, and I just moved down to Disney, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then, what was your first gig here?
I did the Hoop-Dee-Doo review.
Oh, okay.
I did that for 6 years.
6 years.
And in that 6 years, I also learned a show called Mulch, Sweat, and Shears.
Mulch, sweat, and tears.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It was like the concept was a landscaping company that took care of the grounds at Hollywood Studios,
Okay.
and they also happened to be a band that played rock and roll.
Wow.
So you drove in with this legit
Really?
landscaping truck with all the equipment on it, and then you would like tear away your landscaping shirts, and underneath was like rock and roll.
That
so
is
that's
so
why it was
cool.
called Mulch, Sweat, and Shears.
Wow.
So my character's name was Morris Mulch. My cousin's name was Buzz Sweat, and then I think somebody, I don't know where the Shears came from, just like Shears to pruning shears, whatever. I think maybe one of the characters. No, one of the characters. It doesn't matter. But yeah. But anyway, I also helped create a pirate show at Magic Kingdom during my run at Hoop-Dee-Doo. And so when Hoop-Dee-Doo went away, I went to Magic Kingdom, and I was at that pirate show for 3 years.
That's awesome.
And then I got a phone call, and they said, hey, we're doing this thing for this event, and we think you're right for it. And when I walked in, it was this show.
Frozen show.
So I helped create the show.
Wow. So you helped create the Frozen show. Wow. So if you didn't know that amazing Frozen show you see in Hollywood Studios that Ben takes part of actually helped create it.
I did, yeah.
And if you haven't seen it already,
I don't know how. How have you
listen,
not
if
seen
you
it?
have not seen it already, then what are you doing with your life? No, joking. If you're ever coming to Disney in the future, or if you're going to be in Disney soon, definitely check out the Frozen Sing-Along in Hollywood Studios. He might not be there, but it's still a great show in general.
You can catch my show times on my Instagram page at EquityBen.
I shall put it right here. I'll put his.
Whoa.
I shall put. Look at it. It's crazy. That's his Instagram profile.
You literally could put anything right there.
Yeah, it could be like.
I know what it
dancing
could be.
along.
I know what it could be.
You know what it could be?
I do.
I know what it could be too.
We're talking about pudding, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was talking about pudding. But that's crazy. And then I guess going off that too, what was the deal of the clown? I've seen like.
So many of you know that the fantasy land that exists now didn't always exist.
Oh.
It used to be the majority was 20,000 leagues into the sea.
Oh.
So they paved over that and they built this new fantasy land, which includes essentially a circus. It's really cool. There's like a circus tent where they sell merchandise and treats.
Storybook Circus.
And then there's so they built this whole new area.
Yeah.
Now, when they build a new area, they often add entertainment. So they hired a bunch of Ringling clowns to create a clown show, and I was one of the clowns hired to help create the show. So it was like me, a couple other non-clowns, and then a group of Ringling clowns, and we formulated this show together at Magic Kingdom. And we actually took second place that year in Best Theme Park Show in America.
Wow.
It's called the Brass Ring Award.
The Brass Ring
We took
Award.
second place.
That's crazy. Hey, that's awesome.
And then our entire show was inducted into the International Clown Hall of Fame. And my clown character, my character, Chuckles Buffoon McMonkey Shine III, was inducted into the International Clown Hall of Fame.
Can you, Chuckles, can you say that again?
Chuckles Buffoon McMonkey Shine III.
Amazing. Congrats. That's amazing. And
Thanks.
it's in the Hall of Fame.
That's like all anyone ever wants to talk about when I do gigs and stuff. They don't care about anything else but that.
Just Chuckles.
Yeah.
Does anyone just call him Chuckles?
Chuck.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the boss clown, and then he had two subservient clowns. And one was a female, so she was higher class. And then one was like the buffoon. And so he was like the lower class status, yeah.
Wow, there's a whole like clown like hierarchy system.
Oh yeah, that's how it works. You know, there's the boss clown. He's like, "What are you doing around here? Pick that up!" And then you know the lower class clown, the lower status clown would walk up to whatever the thing that he was supposed to pick up, and he would be like, "Hey Box, you want to go for a cup of coffee?" Not like that, with your hands. And he'd go, "Hey Box, you want to pick up a cup? You want to go get a cup of coffee?" Like that's what. Yeah.
Wow. I think we need to do a whole different video just talking about clowns. I think it'd be fun. His house literally looks like up. It's insane. You know, after everything you just said about your career and everything, that's literally amazing. And I think, I was saying this earlier, one of the reasons why I even wanted to interview you to begin with is that you seem to have such like a track record of such cool jobs and like in Disney, and like just hearing all of that, like that's like amazing. Like that's literally amazing. And I think me and a ton of other people who are watching right now who aspire to be a character performer or aspire to be a performer, comedian, would like love to have a track record like you. Do you have any recommendations, or I know you said earlier just go for it. Is there anything else you can tell maybe specifically people who are in the entertainment business, advice or anything?
Oh,
for that?
definitely.
Yeah.
I think what people are missing when it comes to wanting to perform for a living is honesty, sincerity, and truth. And whenever I see somebody who is putting it all out there and is not succeeding, almost always the barrier that's standing in their way is forcing it and not just being sincere, honest, and truthful.
Gotcha.
And even when you see me at Disney in this over-the-top, foppish character, everything is based in truth.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I've been successful. You can't force it, you just have to do it.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the few auditions I've gone to, I've been told that just be yourself. Just like, be honest and be open.
It's so easy to say and so hard to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, like I struggle with it, but going off that, I think, because especially when it comes to Disney too, like if you're being honest and truthful and like open, which is definitely hard to do, but if you can manage to do that, I feel like you become more relatable. I think something that I've noticed in Ben since like the first day I saw him perform was that like you are relatable, you're genuine, and I think that that's why you're so successful, especially in the Frozen show, at least because that's the only thing I've ever seen you perform in. like people want to relate to you. People can relate to you. You know, people can see that honesty, and I think that's why you have such a turnover of people coming back and wanting to see you, and just only here to see Equity Ben. All those people like love you. What's up? I think that's truly a really good way to like put a nice little bow on this whole advice thing. I think that's a clear and really simple but effective message.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
So we kiss now?
Yes, right now. Off camera though. Spilling the tea. Husband's not home. Sorry, husband. But you know, that's really inspiring after you say all that, because I think where I'm at in my life right now, if you didn't know, I went to college. I went for 4 years. I graduated.
You're in the college program, right?
Yes, I'm in the college program right now at Disney. In the college program, you can actually be in college or 6 months out of college. I didn't know how, like, it wasn't my plan to show up here, but when I did show up here, it was because I graduated college, and then I started my master's, and I'm like, I'm gonna take some time for myself, and I ended up here. And I have to say, I really prescribe to what you're saying, because for once in my life, I'm really focused on being my true self, and being truthful and honest, and just focusing on my life. And you know, that means like my career.
So I will say, you did the audition, like some of the lines from the audition that you just did, and it wasn't great. But I watched your dance videos.
Oh, true.
So good.
Thank you.
And what you're bringing to those dance videos is honesty, sincerity, and truth. And that's why those videos make people happy.
Man, wow. An Instagram question came. What's you don't have to say favorite, because you probably have amazing moments all the time, but what's a really nice moment you've had with your daughter, a favorite moment you've had with your daughter, just in general?
Okay, so we just did our 12th Disney cruise. So second with our daughter. We took my daughter, and there's a show on the last night. It's called Disney Dreams, and it is the best show on a ship ever.
Okay.
It stars Peter Pan, and it's so sweet. And we went back to our stateroom to change, and there was a note on our door saying, meet us at this club at 10 o'clock. And we went to guest services, and we said, my daughter's bedtime is at 9, so she's probably not gonna make it. And guest service employee says, trust me, keep her up. This is not something that we do for everybody. We were very confused. So we show up, and there's like 10 families there. We still don't quite know how we got onto this list. It's formal night, so I'm in a suit, my husband's in a suit, my daughter's in this beautiful red dress, and she's losing it. Like, she's ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
And all of the characters from the entire ship come out.
Wow.
And that was the first day she decided that she was gonna be okay with the characters. And it was
That's
amazing.
great.
It was absolutely amazing.
That must be such like a testament to like your life, just seeing your daughter like just interact and be with all these characters.
I couldn't stop crying.
Oh,
It was awesome.
I could cry. I'm not going to, but I could cry. Unfortunately, when I was younger, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but once I did know what I wanted to do, I've been living by that motive to just go for it. Like what you said earlier.
That's a huge, huge point.
Yeah.
That you're not always going to know what you want to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes you find your passion later in life, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
You don't have to find it now. You don't have to find it in 10 years. Sometimes you find it down the road, and that's okay.
I think that's important for everyone who's watching to know, like, just because you don't know what you want to do right now, or just because you might not be in the spot where you want to be right now, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Because you have your whole life, and you're doing your best, you're trying your best. I try to tell people that because I tell myself that. Most of the things I tell you guys, it's because I've been through it, but like, don't beat yourself if you're not where you want to be right now. Just keep pushing, keep trying. What Ben said earlier, like, if you want to do something, just go for it. And yeah.
Don't let fear control your life.
That's big.
And don't let negativity keep you down and exclude you from the things you want to do.
Because at the end of the day, I think no matter what you do, someone's going to be there to tell you that's not the right thing to do, or you shouldn't do that, or there's something better. You've probably, like, there's probably been a lot of people to tell you.
At Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares?
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Just do you.
And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that sometimes those people don't get into my head.
Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, especially now, I don't care what you think. I'm going to do it. And if you don't like it, then don't attend or use me.
Yeah. Just do you. You know, like you can do you.
I just sold out 3 stand-up shows. 3.
True. Congratulations,
Thanks.
guys.
My first attempt, and I sold out 3 shows. So, like, I've always wanted to do this, and I finally said to myself, why am I not doing it? I did it, and it sold out.
Yeah.
And now I want to do more stuff like that, and I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm coming to you.
I know. You bought tickets. I can't believe it. You don't spend money on anything.
Yeah.
You were supposed to take me to a coffee shop.
True. And I was like, sorry, bro. Don't got that cash. Make me coffee instead.
I did. Piano Rob is gonna do a show for me.
Wow. That's cool.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and that's all because you did what you wanted to do and you didn't let
Yeah,
anyone
he's
else.
gonna come out, and we're gonna have a room filled with Equity Ben / Piano Rob fans, and we're gonna sing Jelly Roll hits
Amazing.
for an hour. I mean, how awesome is
That's
that?
amazing.
You can't beat that, man.
You can't.
And like that happened because I just did what I wanted to do.
I think that's really important for people to hear in general. Just doing what you want to do.
And like the thing I love about my passion is that it brings people joy. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody.
That's the best.
I'm doing things to bring happiness to people.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's why I personally like to work in Disney too, because I think I cry in traditions. I'm like, I could really make people happier, and I think that's an awesome way to live. And I mean, I definitely look up to you as a, you know, definitely as a role model in entertainment, and especially after today's interview, I definitely look up to you as a person. I think you've been through a lot and you've come out really good, and I think you have a good head on your shoulders. You know, coming from a youngin' like me, I'm 22, but I look up to that. I do. We are going to start wrapping it up here soon. Even though I could actually literally talk to you like all day. This is so much fun, especially as someone who is trying to be an entertainer and be successful in life by making people happy. I'm sitting here like, yeah, just let me just hop in and just do something. Let me just do something crazy like this. But I'm gonna ask some really quick questions, a little nothing too serious. And these are from Instagram, so thank you so much. I will leave Ben's Instagram. It was already here, but I'm gonna leave it down below as well. Go check it out. If you're enjoying this video, by the way, subscribe, share, like, and let me know what your favorite part of this conversation, interview was. Now I'm gonna ask some quick questions from Instagram. Favorite land and ride at Disney World?
I love favorite land and ride. Oh, I
It
love.
doesn't have to be a favorite, top 5.
Got it. Frozen. This is so cheesy. The Frozen ride at Epcot.
Frozen ride at Epcot. Okay, that it is a good ride.
Yeah.
I went on it one time with my friend. She's a dime, by the way. Love her. Like, just as a friend.
The first time we went on it with my daughter, she saw Olaf and she kept going, Abu, 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 and I couldn't figure out why. He kind of jumps out at you, and so she thought he was trying to scare her.
Abu, okay.
So boo, like she was
Yeah,
saying, yeah.
boo.
So yeah.
I thought she was like Abu, like the monkey.
That's what I thought. I was
I'm
like,
like-
oh great, my kid's an idiot. Yeah.
There's a snowman. Did you think that's a monkey?
Yeah.
That's a good ride. I love it. My friend literally sings her heart out. By the way, a lot of my friends love you. So they love your show.
I love your friends.
Amazing. That's for you guys. Favorite land, like favorite world, would you say Epcot then? Is it you like?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that. What is your favorite Disney movie?
Up.
True. Makes sense.
I love Up.
True.
I watch it every year on my anniversary. I love it.
Oh. Is there any reason specifically, or just like it was just like a
I
good
just
feel-good
think
movie?
the love connection between Carl and Ellie, and that the fact that it doesn't end quickly. They live a full life, and that he, because of her, is able to find a new joy and a new life after her through this adventure that he never was able to take with her, is just so beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I'm gonna cry.
I was about to say, your eyes are getting a little watery. You
Oh, I should have just said Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, because it's not a Disney movie and it's not sad at all.
Real064 just said, thanks for making me smile.
Thanks, Real064.
And then another Instagram just wanted to say, huge thanks to us for cast members in general, but cast members like us that just make people really happy. Like we talked about before, we love making people happy, and people just really appreciate us for making their days, and they look forward to meeting cast members like us. And
That's cool.
In two different aspects. I think that's really cool. I have to mention that quickly. I just think that working for Disney in general, but just the fact that we are cast members, that's cool. Like I like that's the closest I am to like working with you. Like, hey, we're both cast members, you know. I think it's cool that as both cast members in completely different aspects. One is an entertainer, one who, you know, picks up trash and like is a custodian, can still literally impact guests' experience and make them really happy and leave them with really good memories. I think that's why personally I want to stay in Disney, and I vibe with everything you've been saying. And on that notice, this is the last question I've been saving us, and I think we've already talked about this in so many different ways, but Equity Ben, being a performer in Disney, all of your extensive career here in Disney, how has this all impacted you?
It has allowed me to live an open, happy, well-rounded life.
Amazing.
And because of that, I get to share that life with many, many people through my performances, not just at Disney, but elsewhere as well.
And that's all you could really ask for, right?
I feel honestly like I'm living the dream. People ask me all the time, well, if you weren't there, what would you do? I don't want to think about it because I'm happy. I don't want to put bad juju out in the universe and think, oh my God, what am I? No, I'm living life and I'm going to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, no bad vibes. Don't put the bad vibes out there.
Agreed.
You're just living your life right now, and you're doing a fantastic job. I think anyone who's ever come across you has only had nice things to say about you. I think you work really hard, and I appreciate it.
I'm sure there's a few that hate me, but
You know, it happens. Listen, if you don't have haters, then you know.
I always say, if you hate me, you still want to follow me on Instagram because then you just will know what show not to go to.
Facts. I say that about YouTube. Like, if you hate me, then like, you still go to my video to dislike it.
Yeah.
You still gotta follow me to dislike it.
Oh, because I did the YouTube thing for a while, and that always made me laugh. Is that people would like go on specifically to just like the video.
So, but with that being said, at the end, I think a full recap of all of this. It's been a blast. I think if you are an aspiring entertainer in Disney or outside of Disney, I think the best advice you gave, I mean, you gave a lot of good advice, but I think the thing that sticks out the most is just be authentic.
Authentic. Authenticity is key.
And people can see that. Like, and that's just in life. People can tell when you're really being present there or not being present there. Be authentic when it comes to being a performer. Just in general as a person, be authentic. Authenticity is key.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit more about Equity Ben. Thank you for talking to me today. I really appreciate it.
I had a great time.
Hey, thank you.
You drive a really nice car, man.
Thanks. Ford Edge. It's my dad's car.
Now get to the basement with these blindfold on and play your basketball.
That's for you, Dad.
Jonathan. What? Isn't that what your mom said?
What?
Who's friend?
Yeah. Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan. But anyway, seriously, I had a blast. Guys, if you enjoyed this, I would love to do more of these interviews. I definitely would like to in the future do more videos of you. That'd be fun. Yeah. Let us know down below what you enjoyed. Like I said, links to everything Equity Ben will be down below. You know, keep an eye out for when he has more shows coming. They're all sold out right now, but
They are. I can't offer anyone more tickets.
But
even my mother was like, I need 2 more tickets. And I said, sorry, Mom, can't do it.
sorry, Mom, I'm kind of actually succeeding, eh? But yeah, so that all being said, and I don't know if you noticed, and this is amazing because seriously, everything we've talked about prescribes right to my channel because I went to school for counseling and human services, and all about mental health, mental awareness, body positive, just thinking positively. And I like to end my video every day saying every day is a blessed day to be alive. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Because
I think Sundays are hard, but I just read this on Instagram last night. Every day is hard, but every day ends, right?
Right.
So there is a new day tomorrow.
Yes.
And I think, like you say, you should always be, thankful for being given that day. Sometimes that day is crap, but that day that you're being thankful for, it will be there tomorrow. So you're right. Yes, anything you're going through is temporary. Everything is temporary.
I agree.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. So,
Yeah, you can work through it, and then that's the beauty. There's a new day every day,
and that day is the blessed day.
and that day can be the blessed
Today's
day.
been awesome,
Today's been fun,
and I cleaned up a big pile of dookie today.
and it's still a blessed day.
Great.
That's true. Like, pain is temporary. Keep pushing. If things aren't going right now, like, it's temporary. I like that, and you can move through it, and then you can make another day a blessed day, or you can keep trying. It gets better. Don't give up. Okay. I love this. We can literally just make a podcast just talking about mental health, and I think it'd be amazing.
I think people need to focus on mental health and not carry a negative connotation with it.
It's important. I think it's important for people to hear it. So thank you for being so authentic today. And with that being said, I said everything already. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below what your favorite part is. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Every day is a blessed day to be alive. And I will see you. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace.
Everybody sing.
What?
Sing.
What'd you say? What?
Sing.
What?
Elsa?
Sing.
Sing.